I hope you had a wonderful Monday or a wonderful weekend, and I hope you're having a great Monday. I am glad to see you today. We are going to be taking this beautiful beach image from this month's Celebrate and Create Paper Club, and we are going to make a fun little sign, a little beachy sign. Do you like beachy decor? So Mom created this set with the beach in mind and that beautiful color of the beach, the sand and the color of the ocean, and came up with a really beautiful set of paper. And so we're going to use that today. This specific image, which has a little saying on there. It says, "He refreshes my soul." I'm actually not going to be using that part, but we're going to make something really pretty with this, okay? So when you hop on, say hello. Let me know you're watching. Tell me about your weekend. What did you do this weekend? Let's see here. We walked downtown on Friday, and downtown was having like a little patriotic festival type thing, music and food trucks and all of that. So we walked down to that and got some dinner and walked back, and then I spent the rest of the evening on the couch. And Saturday we went to see my best friend's daughter. She had a dance recital, so we went to that and went out to dinner. And Sunday went to church, and then went to celebrate my aunt for her birthday, and then that was it. So that's all I did this weekend. I kept it pretty simple this weekend. Okay. Hi, Patty. Hello. She said spent it in the hospital. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope everything's okay. Hope you're okay. Hope you're feeling better, and all of that good stuff. But I'm glad you're here. When you hop on, say hey, let me know you're watching. Hopefully everything is on here right. It's seeming to be a little slow right now, getting people to hop on. I did send out the text messages, just making sure I'm live. Okay, I am live. Good deal. All right, so let's get on with it. We are going to I have these little boards here. These are scrap boards, and they are 1x2s, I think, or something around that size. And I've got them, they're all pretty much the same size. So these are about a little under 7 inches. Hi, Dana. And they are 1.5 inches wide. Okay. So 7 by 1.5 inches, and we are going to make our sign out of these boards, okay? Hi, Rhonda. Hey, Carolyn. Good to see you all. Thanks for joining me. What I'm going to do is go on and put this together, I think. No, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. Okay, I'm going to go on and cut this out. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the little trim around the edge, the little frame here that she's added around the edge from where you can cut it to an 8x10. I'm going to cut that out. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do this because there's parts of this that I want and parts of this that I don't want. So I'm going to be using, it's just going to be the beach. I want to keep it simple. And so we're just going to be using the beach. So I'm going to cut this width here so that I make sure I don't get that part. And then I think I'm going to take my boards and lay them on here. Let's see how this is going to work. See if this is going to work. That is. And so I'm just planning to space these out, and I'm planning to offset them a little bit. It's looking like it's not going to quite work the way I had anticipated. So I was hoping to not use the He Refreshes My Soul, because I want to get a good portion of each. And so I was hoping to not use that. I'm worried if I use it, let's see, we might have to. Let's go up here, move up here and try it this way. I want to make sure I still get part of the beach. That's what I'm worried about, that I'm not going to get the beach. So we're just playing right here, and I think I'm gonna make them kind of all a little off, just kind of like a beach fence or something like that. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe like that. And so what we'll do then is trace this. Let me grab a pencil. Hopefully there's still enough of the beach. And so I'm just going to go around and just trace. Around my boards. I've spaced them out, given them a little bit of space in between. All right. Hi, Linda. Hello, Tina. Hey, Lori. Hey, Rosemarie. Hello, Ruby Stone on YouTube. Thanks for joining. Hi, Joan. Hey, Carol. Hi, Betty. Hello, everybody. I'm glad y'all are here. All right. So we just sort of laid it out, and then we just sort of traced around it. Okay. So I've got my outline sort of on there. So let's see here. I think this is going to work. So what I'm going to do then is cut this into strips, because we want to decoupage this onto the boards before we put our boards together. So I'm going to use my marks to help me with where to cut. And the idea is that I don't know what the idea is, y'all. I'm just going with it. We're just cutting the image into some strips. Okay, just like that. Hello, Ruby. I'm sorry, Cindy. I don't know where Ruby came from. I think it was, well, it was your last name. That's where it came from. Hello, Ria. Sometimes things come up on this and I can't get them to go away. Well, I'm glad you're watching on both, Ria. That's perfect. All right, so now we can take our pieces here that we've cut. So we've cut this image into our 5 strips, and so we're going to decoupage our strips on. Now I have marked the top and the bottom from where I had laid out my boards. And so I'm going to kind of use that as my guide to where I want to position the board onto the piece of paper. So I'm going to use my pouncer and just go ahead and add a layer of my glue. Glue that on. Okay, let's do the next one. Same way. And I'm just using that pencil mark to kind of show me where to position the paper on the board. All right. Go. Do y'all like beachy decor? When you go to a condo, do you hope that it's decorated that way? Real beachy. Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, wait a second. I did it in the wrong order, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Not right now. Hopefully this all works the way I'm picturing it too. Okay, and then the last one. All right, there we go. So now we're just going to take our sander and remove. Me too, Doreen. Me too. There is, we talked about this the other day and said that there's really not a day goes by that we don't think about the beach. And I think that that is absolutely true. I think about it every single day of my life, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I'm just going to take and remove the excess with my sander and just slightly distress those edges. This is also where you can kind of remove any pencil mark that might be showing. Okay, just like that. This is going to be pretty. So I'm just slightly getting the edge. Okay, 2 more. You can see how easy the sander makes it. So if you don't have one of these, I would suggest grabbing one. They're absolutely amazing. So good and easy to use, not to mention adorable. last one. Hello, Maddie. So we're making a little beachy sign using some scrap wood pieces and an image from our Celebrate and Create Paper Club from this month. So again, I'm just removing the excess, and I'm just slightly distressing those edges as well as I remove that excess. Okay, so we got all of our boards. Let me clean this up real quick. All that dust out of the way. Hey, Jenny, I did send a text. I did. Yes. Yeah. Let me make sure that it's sent, but it still says sending. I don't know. June at 4:28 p.m. So, yeah, but it still says it's sending. I don't know. I don't understand why it doesn't just send it when I push the button. But anyways, nonetheless, okay. So I do need to do a little bit of painting because some of these have some raw edges. So I'm just going to take some paint here. Hey, Teresa. I did send out also the message in the Facebook channel. So if you're not a part of the Facebook channel, make sure you join that too, because I did send it there as well. So I'm just going to take a pouncer and I'm just going to pounce some paint right on the edges, and this color that I'm using is warm white. I don't know, y'all. You know, it's frustrating that we pay for this service and it doesn't seem like sometimes it does what it's supposed to do. Hey, Glenda. Some of y'all received it and some of you didn't. It's weird. Okay. Last one. The Facebook channel. Let me see if I can share that link. Just a second. And I'll share it right here in the comments. Okay. Let me see here. Hang on just a second. You can go to our Facebook page and go on the side where there's like our info. The channel is there. You can go there. But let me post the link here in the comments as well. Okay, so there's the link. So you can just click on that and that should take you to where you can join as well. So I'm just going to dry this real quick. Hi, Rhonda. Thanks for sprinkling. Oh, fun, Rosemary. That's wonderful. Good for her. Okay. So now that we've got all of them, I'm just going to make sure that they are, okay. So here's the difficult part, is making sure that they are lined up and also putting them together. So how am I going to do this? I need a clamp. Hang on just a second. A clamp? No, that won't. Yeah, that'll work. Hang on just a second. Okay, I thought I could find a clamp. I thought I had seen one over there in my husband's stuff, but I can't find one. So I'm going to use rubber bands. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take some popsicle sticks, and let's see if these are going to be too, they're going to be too big, I think. I almost need something thinner than that. What could I use? That would be thinner than a popsicle stick. Let's see if these are thinner. These little toothpicks. I think you're right, Larissa. Thank you. Okay, so let me try these. Let's see if this is, I think this is gonna work. So I wonder if I can put these in here and then rubber band this together so that I can flip it over and attach it. Okay, maybe it'd be easier to, let's do this. Really gotta think about this. All right, let's rubber band it first. Okay, let me do the second one. Okay, there we go. Then we will add these in here like this. Make sure we're adjusting them right. Okay. This one needs to come down. There we go. I think this is going to work. All right. This one comes down like that. Okay. There we go. We've got them rubber banded together. Actually, let's do this because we're gonna need to flip this over, and these are sticking up in the way. So I'm gonna turn this and push this down. Like this, so that I can flip this over. Well, all right, we are going to put a piece on and we're going to tack it with y'all. Oh my goodness. Am I making this harder than it should be? Because I think I am. Okay, I'm going to take all these back out. Let's redo this. Let me try. Is that going to help? Don't know that that's going to help. Okay, let me line this back up. Okay. Now let's put in our spacers. Oh my goodness. Okay. So then we can take, all right, I've got these popsicle sticks here that are nice and wide. I'm going to cut these down. Let's see. Can I use this thing? I don't think I can on this, but I'm going to try it. Seems like it doesn't work very well. No, it doesn't. I'm going to cut this down so that it'll fit. And I'm going to use this to tack it and then flip it over to make sure that everything is right. And then we're going to glue it on really well. So I'm going to use some hot glue for this. Put this on. Flip this over and see if this is on right. Make sure everything looks good. Okay, I think it's good. So I can pull these spacers out and take this rubber band off. Okay. All right, I don't know if that worked quite the way I wanted it to. Let's put another one on here, but this time I'm going to use glue and staples and see if that holds. So let me grab some E6000. Since this is these boards are kind of thick, I thought that it might be good to use a better glue than hot glue. So hot glue just doesn't hold real well. All right, let me add a little bit. Okay, let's put this on here. Looks like I have messed up the spacing a bit. All right, I've got a staple gun. Gonna staple. Okay, we're getting somewhere, y'all. We're getting somewhere. All right, let's do another one. Okay, some hot glue. This one down here. Okay. And then I'll go on and just leave this middle one on and just staple it. All right. We did it. So this is what it looks like. Isn't that cute? And you could then take and do a little bit. I'm gonna grab my ink blender. And I'm curious. I'm a little curious about salvaged patina and what this would look on here. So I'm going to do just a little bit to see. So I'm using my new Celebration Company ink blender. These are available at celebrationcompany.com. I'm just going to do a little just to see if I like it or if I want to do something else. Not sure if I like it or not. I think I don't like that color. I think I better go with a different color. So let's try let's try I have two different ones, so we'll see. No, Cheryl, this is from this month's Celebrate and Create Paper Club. I'm going to start with old paper. Let me try old paper. See if I like it. It's got a little bit of a greenish tint. I'm going to try Gathered Twigs. All right, I'm just going to go with Gathered Twigs. So I'm just sort of rubbing this along the edges. And you can also take it, go in here like this. And get in between. As well. just add a little something. It's really not imperative that you do this. It just kind of adds a little something extra. So, and that's it, y'all. Cindy, these are just some scrap boards that I had. They were 7 inches by 1.5 inches wide. So you could use any kind of scrap board. You could even use popsicle sticks for this too if you wanted. And then we just glued it together with popsicle sticks, staples, and glue. And that's all there is to it, y'all. It turned out super cute. And so again, this design is from this month's Celebrate and Create Paper Club. It's $10 a month or $5 for your first month. And this month, it comes with this beautiful beachy design and lots of complementing pages and colors and all the things to go with it. And then it also comes with this set that's called Lakeside Cottage, which is the greens and the blues and yellows, and has a little bit of a cottage core vibe to it. So it's really beautiful. So lots of really beautiful designs this month. So make sure that you check that out and subscribe to that. And then also, if you've not gotten a ink blender, then grab yourself an ink blender as well. These come the blender, and also it comes with, I think, 20 of the pads. And so you want to grab that too. It's a new product and it's pretty awesome. All right, y'all. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.